Brings us to our first round of public comment. This is for items that aren't on the agenda this evening. Please state your name and address.
Hi, I'm Ann Friend. This is my husband Mark Friend, 15 Stupeville Road, Newtown. I just have a quick statement to read. We want to comment publicly and bring your attention to an ongoing issue we are experiencing with the zoning office. There is currently a house under major remodeling next door to us. We have emailed the zoning office on several occasions to ask zoning questions and do not receive responses from the zoning office. We have used the right to know law to obtain blueprints, permits, emails, etc. However, what we see the contractor's building wasn't matching the provided information. We have asked for clarification on numerous issues and never hear back, whether it's within the permit, not within the permit, just no answer whatsoever, which we feel is unprofessional, to be honest. Just this morning, my husband went to the zoning office in person to request if Newtown has any ordinance on asbestos siding removal. Contractor was not masked or suited this morning and removing old siding from the top of the dwelling and dropping it right to the ground where it would shatter. It didn't seem like this was a proper procedure for asbestos-related material disposal. We checked for a mention on the website but didn't find anything, so that is why Mark drove over to the office. The office was not interested in the question and was very dismissive. Coincidentally, by the time Mark got home, the contractor was bagging up all the debris. And I emailed the office just to have a paper trail because they didn't seem to write anything down or take any information. So as of this afternoon, I haven't heard anything from them. We don't know zoning laws, but I bet each supervisor and Newtown Township employee would not like their neighbor ripping possible asbestos shingles off the dwelling, having microscopic asbestos fibers released into the air and floating into the open windows. We were just trying to get information from zoning and make sure we are protected, or not, by zoning. That's my statement. We think zoning should answer our emails. It really comes down to it.
Can I ask a question? Is zoning responsible for overseeing this type of work and making sure it's done safely, or is that the engineer's job?
It's the building inspectors.
Building inspectors.
Sounds like work is being done on a single family home,
Yes.
Is that correct? It would be the building inspection office, not the zoning office.
Well, we've never been referred to anybody else. And when we talk to the zoning office, they say, talk to the zoning office, talk to the woman in charge.
Another example is, we were at the February meeting and the March meeting, the whole zoning hearing that the zoning board was here. They postponed it until the actual owner was available in March, so we went there in March. Now, in March, we went over and we tried to explain the situation because there was a water situation. Zoning said they didn't want to even hear about it at that point. They were very cooperative on the first meeting, second meeting. All they said is, you got to talk to the zoning officer. You got to talk to the zoning officer. So every time we go to the window and ask for the zoning officer or talk to somebody, they tell us, you got to send her an email. You got to send her an email. We do that. We get non-response. For the most part, we have gotten several responses, but for the most part, we get non-responses. And
is there a contact number or something for the building inspector office?
Yes,
I'm sorry.
it's the same number for the township number.
So that when you call up, they can ask for that office?
Yep.
So thank you for coming to the meeting and telling us this. I had no idea, and I promise you we're gonna look into it, and we're gonna get back to you after we do.
Thank you. And can I say one last thing? I have all the emails and everything else, all the paperwork that was provided to us. So if you have any questions, you can feel free to contact us, Mark and Ann Friend, 15 Stupid. Thank you again.
Thank you.